IG.
Tulsa Facebook, welcome to another episode of Tulsa Talk Thursdays, Treff Life for Life. I'm your host, the company's founder, Jay Morrisson. This is the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, a funding source for the urban community owned by the people. Thank you guys for joining me on another night. We're going to be doing some live question and answers from our Tulsa Talk line tonight. And we're live streaming on IG, Treff IG, what up, doe? And let me get comfortable. Take off my really cool jacket I got that everybody complimented me on today. And show off my really cool shirt that was sent to Ernestine and I. This is this shirt. I don't have the, let me pull up on Instagram, because you guys should know about this shirt.
Please wait.
There's some, what happened here? Come on, team, come on, let's get it together. This shirt, I want to tell you guys, because it supports youth in Chicago. We know Chicago is very hard hit. This shirt was sent to my wife and I, Ernestine Morrisson. It's from @Shop Rise Collection. So go to @Shop Rise Collection. And it's presented by Black Ecosystem, which is the youth program. These shirts help Chicago teens stay off the street. So if you ever want to go to Shop Rise Collection and get this cool Revolution Love shirt, I think it fits our brand very much. But again, every Thursday we're here for Tulsa Talks. It's just an opportunity to be able to continue to build with our Tulsa Village, our 12,200 plus investment partners, our supporters, our followers, fans of the movement. We are continuing to do great things. I'm really proud of the team that we've built over the last 4 months. You know, just 4 months old, already an 8-figure company. And, you know, we're really excited about it, right? Putting in a lot of work. Just had our first acquisition about a month ago here in East Point, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Atlanta's cousin, East Point. And met with the mayor this week, met with the mayor of East Point, black woman doing amazing things in the community, and she's really about equitable investing and stopping gentrification as well. So we're really excited to partner with the mayor's office of East Point as we develop and build out this new asset and legacy building, which is called the Legacy Center. And thank you all for your investment, participation, and faith in us, but we got some good words on one of our projects, 107 units, that is moving down the pipeline. So we're still underwriting that. Hopefully, I would love to announce one day that we all now collectively own 107 units of apartment complex as well. We also, again, tons of deals in the pipeline, but we have a special guest coming in tonight. I want to introduce you all to who his firm, his company, and movement certainly fits and aligns with our movement, and we're going to be supporting he and his organization this weekend, starting tomorrow here in Atlanta. They're doing something really big, their inaugural convention, and we'll tell you about that in a little bit. Avery, you're looking like you want to say something. What's up? Nothing? Okay. You were just looking like it. All right, so again, without further ado, I want to hop right into it. I think I see the logo. When I see that little orange dot, that orange circle in the middle, I know they're there. King, I want to swivel around. This chair's not as cool as my red chair, but I want you to have a seat with me.
Yes, sir.
My brother,
What's
King
going
King.
on, man? What's going on?
Yes, sir. This is Shareef, the CEO and founder of We Buy Black, the company, the movement, the Black Amazon. And I want to hear from you in a little bit, King. But they're having, and I watched him because he told me that several months ago, like, King, we're going to be doing a convention in Atlanta, our inaugural convention. We want to bring black businesses in. We want to have competitions. We want to have vendors. We want to have all this. And he talked about it like most CEOs do. He envisioned it, and then he executed. And so tomorrow, is it November 16th and 17th?
That's right.
Yeah. Yep, tomorrow, November 16th and 17th, they're having the inaugural We Buy Black convention.
That's right.
Here in Atlanta. You want to give them the website where they can go to register and come out.
WeBuyBlackConvention.com.
Simple as that,
Yeah.
right? And yours truly, and amongst other elite business professionals and instructors will be teaching classes during the convention. Tulsa Real Estate Fund will be present. We have a booth there as well as our sister company, the J. Morrisson Academy. And just first and foremost, King, this right here, and this particular Toast Talk episode to me is, hold on, Treff Life. We got the Treff Life phone cases, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. TreffLife.com for your merch. I mean, if you want your Treff Life t-shirts, hoodies. Hey, get my hoodie out the office, please, and my Treff Life hat. But we got Treff Life merch, TreffLife.com. Like, this is black businesses at its best. Oh, yeah. Like, and see, a lot of times in our community, we get upset when we sell stuff, but we go buy from everybody else. That's right. We mad when we always be selling. You get mad at us for selling phone cases, but you go buy them Apple $40 phone cases, but you mad at us. Easy. Right? So, listen, I'm going to teach this during your convention. I'm teaching a lesson, so I'm going to get into your company in a second. What I want to say.
Take your time.
At the We Buy Black convention, I'm doing a special lecture, and the lecture is going to be, I'll put my Treff Life hat on real quick. Even though I got my waves, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? All right. So my lecture is going to be at your convention, King, is going to be how I built 2 8-figure businesses from my iPhone. And it's going to be not just about how I did it, but how our audience can and our supporters and our attendees who are going to be there, right? And so many of you know that I've had some business successes. We've built the J. Morrisson Academy, Tulsa Real Estate Fund, the J. Morrisson Enterprise, 2 8-figure companies in 5 years. But what my team laughs and jokes with me about is that I'm a CEO, executive, and all that, but I don't own a laptop. I don't. You go in my office, it's just like this. There's no desk. There's no desktop. I run the entire businesses from my iPhone. That's good. And so there's, it's all about, again, being an effective coordinator, or an effective facilitator, an effective developer, effective maestro, effective point guard, effective quarterback, and that's all what being a CEO is about. So, we've built out our Treff merch. Our team did a great job. TreffLife.com. If you guys want to order, support, get any of your merch, and this will be available during the We Buy Black convention as well. And I'll be doing a full lecture on how to build an 8-figure business from your iPhone. And Android users, it sucks to be you. But anyway. So, King, tell us just about the We Buy Black. And I got to call it a business and a movement because, it's both. It's certainly a viable entity in business, but it really is a movement that we all support and love, and just sounds cool to say We Buy Black. Right. But tell us, when was it founded? How'd you start it? Why'd you start it?
Well, I think that, well, first of all, let me thank you, man, for inviting me. Thank the whole staff for setting it up and everything.
Love.
And, but to answer your question, man, we started the company in 2015, and I'll tell you, I was at Howard University, and I was studying sociology. And everybody's saying, Shareef, man, you're an entrepreneur. You should be in the School of Business, I went into the School of Business at Howard for a couple of days. And, I would say, everybody at that time, they had to dress in the suits and everything. And then the professor had said something that just threw me off just a little bit, right? And I got up, I walked out, and the professor stopped me. He said, hey, where you going? I said, listen, I don't understand how, you can say all of these things about an entrepreneur, but you haven't even been in business. I asked you, because before I joined the class, I asked him, did he have a business? So in the class, he was saying all these different type of things, but he didn't have a business himself. So I didn't waste my time. I got up, I walked out, and I went.
So it's a business teacher.
A business teacher.
Teaching aspiring entrepreneurs business.
That's right. Yeah.
Who don't own a business.
No, I couldn't believe that. I just couldn't believe it. No shade to Howard. I'm just saying that we got a lot of that going on.
Right.
I just couldn't believe it. And maybe that's the thing. But I got up, walked out, and I went and studied sociology because that was my next passion. That was my first passion. I wanted to learn about people. I was just really interested in knowing how people operated as a group and as a whole. And I guess when I graduated, I was one of those statistics, like you graduate and you don't know what to do with your degree. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with a sociology degree. So I was like, okay, so what can I do to help serve our people, but at the same time, I make money from it? Because that's what I love. I love making money.
Right, social
entrepreneur. So I thought all night, man, and I came up with, I should sell on Amazon. I was 15, I was doing about $5,000 to $6,000 a month selling on Amazon. So I said, okay, well, I learned how that was. I guess it just sort of played into it. So man, hey, we just launched it, just like that. Yeah, just launched it.
All right, so what does that mean to be the Black Amazon, or what Amazon is for Black people, and just that kind of business model? Like, what does that mean? How does the business function? How do people get involved?
Yeah.
How's that benefit? That whole thing.
I used to accept that. I mean, people used to say it. I don't think I ever really said it myself, but people used to say it like, y'all like the Black Amazon. And then I was cool with that because, I knew a little bit about Amazon, but I didn't really know about his founder. I didn't really know what his intentions were. Mm-hmm. And the more I read about him, the more I read about what they're doing and everything, I kind of discouraged the name Black Amazon.
Okay. Strike that.
Yeah. It's just because, I realized that their goal is to seek
max profits.
Yeah, it just have the world dependent on them. And I guess our goal is to have, our people independent, like what you're teaching, right? How we could be independent to help serve the world. And I just felt like institutions like Amazon is really taking us backwards, right? You could have everything at your door in 15 minutes, but yet little Malik down the street don't have a job. So
we got holes in the sneakers.
Okay, exactly, right? So just like I realized that when studying Amazon, that the only thing that could penetrate them is a community. Yeah, you could have your item at your door in 15 minutes, but when if I don't want to? When if I rather have little Malik deliver that at my door in 3 hours? That's what I choose to do because we're a community. So that's the route that we're going, man. Rebuilding our community, and that's the language we're putting out there. We helping people establish businesses, and then we give them a marketplace to sell those products that they establish.
So you are the business marketplace for Black businesses.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So you guys got to go to WeBuyBlack.com to participate. I think, all right, so we have some of our executives here. I know we've supported you in different ways, but let's please make sure, please do. Let's please make sure that J. Morrisson Academy, Tulsa Real Estate Fund, and we got all this merch and all this needs to be on We Buy Black. We need to get our businesses, our merch, our whatever we can put on the site, it needs to be up there. And so we definitely got to practice what we preach. And I agree with you. It's what is that community marketplace for us? And I hear so many people say, Jay-Z could say it, or Puffy could say it, or somebody could say, oh, we need an app, or we need some kind of marketplace, we need some kind of, where can all Black businesses congregate? Yeah. We got it, and you've been had it, and really are trailblazing. And I'm not saying no one else doesn't have a similar model or something out there, whatever, and we would, there's going to be other funds one day, and other J. Morrisson Academies and all kind of things, but I think from a perspective of being diligent about it, marketing it well, and just, I followed and I watched over the last few years. Like I watched you and the organization grow, and now with the convention and just adding value to the community, I haven't seen a Black business marketplace as proficient, as efficient, as innovative as We Buy Black. And that's no cap.
Thank you.
That's why I've always, I reached out, we supported, we broke bread together, us and our queens. And why I've always loved it because I just think that you just own it.
Thank you, man. Same to you, man. Same to you, man. Much respect. I guess thank you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. And so, this is why we call it, community economics. I don't even use the word group economics. I want to be specific in the title of this particular lecture. And actually, are we going live from my IG as well?
No, your Facebook.
Oh, let's get my IG popping too. I got 9% left. Shoot, we're going to burn this out. Or you know what, Queen Jazz? Do another post with us, please, on my feed, if you will. Thank you, Queen. Just pick a good time when we looking good and do a post for. All right, but no, the reason why I want to call this community economics is because it really is about our village, our community, and how do we, as leaders and thought leaders, be innovative enough to give us everything it is that's missing and what we need.
I see.
And so what I tell people all the time is that we always talk about the athlete, the entertainer, the celebrity. Oh, LeBron and Jay-Z and Puffy, Oprah, they could do this. But, and mind you, many of them have transformed into businessmen and women, but they're entertainers and artists at heart.
That's right, yeah.
And so if our community is failing from an economic standpoint and from a business proficiency standpoint, it's the business leader's fault.
Yeah, I agree.
That's whose fault it's been. If we're losing and we're not effectively having institutions, infrastructure, and vehicles such as We Buy Black, such as Tulsa, real organizations that are impacting our community and group and village economy, that's on us.
Yeah.
If we don't, if I'm a proficient in real estate for the last 14 years and have made millions in real estate for myself and for my last name, but our community is at least in home ownership, is being gentrified, and has no kind of black bank for real estate or any kind of institution or vehicle,
Yeah.
that's on me. I'm being selfish. I'm not contributing my gifts and my values to the world the best.
Right.
If you're passing sociology and understanding people and understanding our people and understanding the need for a marketplace, this is something that you pondered on a night and just put into motion and got the action and look at you now. Not just you, but look at us now.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I just think that's super dope. So outside of you working the marketplace, so to speak,
Yeah.
I know also you talk about the physical locations as well, and just some of the things within before we get to the convention.
Okay.
What are some of the things that We Buy Black has accomplished or contributed to the community and village so far?
Yeah, definitely. I would say more than anything, man, I would say that helping to change our people's perception, right? I think that was the goal when I first started. It wasn't about how much money I could make. I think I put more emphasis on how much money I could make other people. And I think that, but I really wanted to see if I could help change the perception of our people. When I say that, I mean that, like the toothbrush company we launched. As basic as something like that is, it's celebrating our community, right? Like if we did a campaign right now, and we said we want a grocery store, and we want all the products inside there to be a grocery store, that would be a national, this would be
Headline,
something,
right.
national headline. People would be praising it all over. It would go global, right? But that just shows you what kind of condition that we in, right? That we are celebrating because we're now able to just provide food for our own selves. So we
Toothbrushes for our own selves.
So it's like,
think about that. That's an accomplishment for our community to say we have a toothbrush.
yeah.
Damn, that shows how far we
tough.
behind.
It's tough, man. It's tough. And I wanted to expose that when creating that toothbrush. You know, I wanted to expose that, and primarily I wanted to expose it to the youth I was working with, because they couldn't even think on that level, right? When I asked them some things they wanted to produce, it was, we could make a shea butter, we could make, this, a new cologne, we could do that. And I said, well, what about we could build a skyscraper, build an airplane. And they were like, oh, I don't know about that. I said, well, look, we ain't gonna start there. Let's start low. And what's the most basic thing you use every day? And they started naming hairbrush, this, and that. And somebody said toothbrush. I said, we're gonna produce that. In 3 months, we'll have it. In 3 months, we did. So I said, after that, we launched the battery. And then, since then, I've been constantly telling people, on Instagram and just other places, like, hey, let's develop another product. Like one I've been saying that I think this is just it's a multi-million dollar, it's a $1 billion industry, but it's just something that's just low-hanging fruit. Like we don't have a dog food company, right? And I'm saying it to people, who's going to create a dog food company, right? Everybody got a dog, right? 1 out of every 5 people in the United States has a dog. And some of them have multiple dogs. If they don't have a dog, they have a cat. So 1 out of every 4 people have a dog, 1 out of every 5 people have got a cat. So if you have a dog and a cat food company, and that's a black-owned company, when you go in, wherever you go, PetSmart, you only see 3 or 4 brands. So you don't really have that much competition. So we saying things like that. Who's going to create the light bulb company? Who's going to create X, Y, and Z?
Toilet paper.
Yeah, we got toilet paper.
Okay, good.
We helped this. We helping a brother establish diapers. We helped a brother establish the razors. You know about the laundry detergent.
Correct.
We got a sister that got bed sheets. She's gonna be at the convention. We just trying to roll out everything, man. Anything that we gonna get to a point where we making the little caps that go in the tire, man. I mean, that's how deep
As
needs
it
to go.
should.
As it should. As it should. And people should buy from us. We've been the donkey that everybody rode for 400 years, and it's about time that people buy from us. So that's just the page we on, man. Even cell phones, man. There's a brother. I got my wife the phone, Figures Communication, out of Florida. Young brother, I think he's like 28, but he has like one of the only licenses to produce, to have to be in the towers, and he got his own cell phone. And I couldn't believe it when I heard it. So my wife's phone crashed. We immediately got her that, and she loves it. It works like a charm, man. I really want everybody to know about that. Like,
what's the name of the cell phone line again?
It's called Figures.
Figures?
Yeah, I think it's Figgers, which is a little funny, but that's the name. That's actually his name. So it's like, nobody want to play with that, but you that's the name. When you look it up, it's FIGGERS, and it's dynamic. It's dynamic, yeah. So we making everything, we just don't know. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to create the online marketplace, so we could kind of put everything in the center. You just search, okay, well, I want, like this lady in Texas, man, she created beef jerky. And I'm like, who does that, right? So I called her, and she said, well, I'm so glad I got the marketplace because they're threatening me in Texas. She said, it's nothing but a group of white guys that have been in this business. They dominate this business, got monopoly on it, but I got one of the best. Older sister, older sister. But you
Mature.
know, yeah, right, there we go.
Seasoned.
Sorry about that. She inspired me, man, because of her strength. And she said, I don't care, I'm gonna get it out here. I've been doing this, a family recipe. And I think it goes back like 80 years or something. But and I can't remember the name of her brand, but it's just we do create everything. Everything that we need, we created. And I guess the We Buy Black movement, well, I know the We Buy Black movement is to really centralize those items so that we can know what we create, inspire people to constantly create.
Right, and I'm sitting here just thinking. So there's 2 points I want to make. One, I'm sitting here thinking, as I always do every time we talk, and this is where we gotta synergize better, is how our brand and how our influence can help, and just not ours, but it should be start with us, but how we can use other celebrity partners, endorsers, influencers, etc., to make things like this more popular. As the same way we petition folks to do the same for Tulsa as an innovator and trailblazer to make this funding vehicle more popular.
That's right.
But if we're all working in cahoots together to make each other's organizations that all benefit our community more popular, more trending, and more successful, that's how you build community economics. But if Jay Morrisson on his just Jay Morrison-ish, just Treff Life-ish, and it's just all about me and our organization, and we can't put any thought into how can we better improve or promote your organization, as always, you're gonna do well and do your thing, I'm gonna do well and do my thing, but how are we doing our thing?
That's right, yeah.
And that's what's constantly missing in the community, is that we're not collaborating enough, being intentional about it enough.
Right.
And it's something I told Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I told you on the phone as well. I told Dr. Boyce, Dr. Boyce, we gotta do some business together. We can't be two of the biggest business leaders, business figures, business influencers in the community, but we don't do no business together. We be preaching group economics every other Instagram post.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Other communities, they line up.
Yeah.
It's like fall in line. It's like, tap in. So it's like, how can we talk about this group economics, but we not doing no group economics?
That's right, yeah.
We faking. And I don't live a fake life. So like, that's something we all gotta be more intentional, because we all are busy, we all run organizations, we all got our own missions and agendas, but the collective agenda and narrative always seems the same to me.
Yeah.
Which is the advancement of our people.
It is. Yeah.
But if the business leaders in the community can't figure out how to collaborate, how the hell can we expect the everyday working class person to collaborate?
Yeah, that's right. I realized too, man, that's a good point. I realized that there has to be mediators in our community, like people who understand Boyce and his mission and some of the things that he's doing, and they understand you and your mission and what you're doing.
Connectors.
And they should do the connection. Because sometimes it's just a little
It's
difficult.
hard. It's hard. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard, man.
That's why I'm like mad at myself for like not being up on all the products and not being able to contribute more. I'm like, damn, why not? But I know why. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you want to contribute more to what I'm doing, but it's like you focus as an entrepreneur. Yeah. So call to action. We need community coordinators, community business coordinators who don't. It's not about you running a business. It's not about you support one person. We need dot connectors.
Yeah, dot connectors. Yeah.
We do, because it is really hard when you all run it. And then because we have organizations we have to run, we have staff we have to support, and then we got to make sure our businesses are sound businesses, because then if we make one misstep, our community gonna talk shit about us.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like,
that's true too.
so we gotta be so focused on our own business. It's hard to collaborate with you when I gotta walk on eggshells on my own business. And that brings me to another point when you mentioned the phone, right?
Right.
I was thinking about, not saying there's anything wrong with the phone. It could be the toilet paper, it could be the diapers, it could be the whatever.
Right.
We as a community, as Malcolm X said, we talk about us being more politically mature. I want to kind of piggyback Brother Malcolm, our forefather, and say we have to be more economically mature. And to where if you understand industry, and understand trailblazing and pioneering and innovation. The first model of something, the first rendition of something is always not, the first iPhone wasn't a freaking great iPhone.
Right.
So we can't be so hard on our people when they're innovating and pioneering and trailblazing for us and say, oh, your joint ain't like that.
Right.
Because their joint wasn't like that on their first run. And so we got to stop looking at how we pick and nitpick and critique and criticize us, but figure out how we can support and collaborate and uplift and elevate us.
Yeah.
If you're being economically mature and business professionally mature to understand that in all renditions of business, my first J. Morrisson Academy rollout was one course. Now we have over 33 or however many courses, programs, and all that. But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
But our community put such high expectations on, like, the first We Buy Black rollout, I'm sure in 2015, ain't what it is today.
Right. That's true.
You got the 2.0 version, the 3.0 version, the 4.0, and you keep improving. But that's all business.
Yeah.
The first car wasn't that. The first plane crashed.
Yeah.
But you keep improving on the model. So our community, and I'm saying to everyone as a whole, we got to support each other, and we have to be more economically mature in understanding what entrepreneurs, what trailblazers, what pioneers go through, because you'll scare somebody from executing their great idea.
Yeah.
And trying to bring it to the market. Oh man, I got this great idea for some diapers. I got a great idea for this for our community, but man, like, if it ain't perfect, they're gonna slay me.
Yeah.
So we gotta do a better job of that as well. So you had the toothbrush come out. I know you got the brick and mortar. Are you still over at what, Greenbrier?
Man, we were in all three malls, man. But honestly, we had trouble with manpower. You know, and I think the time was right, man. You know, because we don't own those malls, and the amount of money we were putting out. I won't get into the detail, but you could just imagine.
Right.
You know, it didn't make sense. Matter of fact, the amount of money we was putting out, we should have owned a brick and mortar. You know, so so we humbled ourselves. We just walked out of that.
Scale back.
Yeah, we
focus
scaled
on
up.
digital until we build it back up with something else. Absolutely. All right. So, again, just from entrepreneur to entrepreneur, super proud of you. Super
Thank you, man.
impressed. I just love seeing it, man. Because when you are in business, for those who aren't in business or maybe tried it and shot out, you respect other entrepreneurs and they grind and they journey because you know what it takes to really innovate something and really pour into it, right? And so to see, so it's like, you know how hard it is. If you went outside the sidelines and all you do is just clock in and clock in every day, and you never actually took a step out there in that field of innovation, right? And taking an idea out of your head and then trying to make it something from nothing. Like We Buy Black was nothing. It didn't exist. And poof.
Yeah.
You made it exist. Same thing with the conference we're talking about. So tomorrow, for those just chiming in, November 16th and 17th, the brother Shareef here from We Buy Black is hosting their inaugural convention here in Atlanta, Georgia. You can go to WeBuyBlackConvention.com to register. It's going to be an expo of black businesses, business classes, empowerment, connecting, networking, etc. So just tell everyone I'll be speaking there. I'm about to go in. Like if you don't feel the energy right now, tomorrow I'm about to go in. And we'll be live streaming it as well. So if you can't attend, look out for the live stream. It'll only be on my Facebook fan page and on the We Buy Back page. The only two places you'll be able to catch it, and that's Mr. J. Morrisson. I'm going to live stream. And the lecture for tomorrow is how to build an 8-figure business from your iPhone. That's what we're talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to give you the blueprint. Saturday. Saturday I'll be there, but we will be there tomorrow as well. But just tell everyone, what's the rundown of the convention? What can they expect? Why should they be excited about attending this convention tomorrow or Saturday?
So I want everybody to really come in a frame of mind of what can we remove, what can we replace, and how can we rebuild? And that's the theme of the convention: remove, replace, rebuild. We want to remove the products and brands in our community that disrespect and devalue our community. Like I know you had the incident not too far from here.
Next door, two doors down. Okay. Houston's. You see the vacant lot right there, the vacant building?
I ain't even get up inside.
They used to be there. They ain't there no more.
See, man, that's a different type of remove.
That's
So that's a different. That's a double removal. So what we were speaking of is remove ourselves and remove our money and our dollars from institutions and brands that don't support us. And those that do, they devalue us, discredit us. We take action. Those who, like how Jay Morrisson did, you got with the right people, you got a team together that knew how to do that. Mm-hmm. Everybody don't know how to do that. But we remove ourselves, we replace them, right? There may be a Jay Morrisson restaurant going right there, the ultimate,
the ultimate steakhouse.
Right, call it Dallas. Right. Call it Dallas,
Right.
But, still but to replace, these brands with companies and brands that do support us, support our community.
It's common sense.
Common sense. And then lastly, rebuild. That's what the convention is. We have the two largest black-owned banks, One United Bank, Citizen Trust Bank. They sponsored the convention. A few other black-owned businesses sponsored the convention. We have a lot going on. We got a hot sauce competition. Your wife Ernestine is going to host that.
Listen, my wife is so excited about hosting the hot sauce competition. Trust me.
Yeah, see, hot sauce, this is one of the. I think it's the second most consumed item in the black community, but it's a $1 billion industry, and we own less than 1% of that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, let's do a hot sauce competition, find out which one is the best, and let's promote them. Let's go hard and ask every black-owned restaurant to carry that hot sauce, right? So that's what we about. But, essentially, when you go to the convention, look for items that you can replace in your household. Look out for the business workshops. You'll hear from powerful speakers like Jay Morrisson and many others, Boyce Watkins, Demetria Gallagher. We could go on.
Yeah.
Check out the website. And then also, we got the co-founders of FUBU. They're going to do a fashion show on Friday night. And they're going to be highlighting 10 other black-owned businesses that they want to reach the point of what they reach with FUBU. So they're kind of working with them, and they're working also with the models that's going to be displaying those items.
Nice.
And then on Saturday from 6 to 9, we have a dynamic concert featuring Kadir Latif, and then also Bilal, and then many other local and national artists as well. So essentially, we when people come back next year, you're going to see not just 120 booths, but maybe 240. There are going to be a lot of new products that you just never seen before creating the black community. And we're going to be producing those throughout the year. And it's going to turn into more of a reporting conference. So we're going to come and celebrate and have the fun. But we no, this is what we got done in the year. Check in. Yeah, this is all the things that we created, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what it's about, man. So we welcome everybody to come through and enjoy yourself.
Listen, go bring a shopping bag, a shopping cart. Like, this is, I'm really excited. We were excited when we got Ernestine and I got our black-owned toothbrushes. Yeah. And, that feel good in the morning. You brush your teeth with a black-owned toothbrush. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like with your pearly whites.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, it's just really cool to really contribute to our community. And we look forward as a Tulsa Real Estate Fund. So part of Tulsa, in this first fund, this is our plan to be the first of a series of funds, minimum 20 funds in the next 5 years. And part of the Tulsa model is to get this fund concept right? Again, innovating.
Yeah.
I never ran a fund until I ran a fund, right? We never had one in our community until Tulsa. It was the first real estate crowd fund in the history of this country, history of the world, technically. And so to make the investment, just not capital investment, but the time investment, the resources, the intellectual investment, the passion and energy, to get this model right so that our community can scale this model to not just real estate, but use this crowdfunding vehicle and model and system and operations we're creating to be able to support the manufacturing and production of all. So imagine we have the health and wellness fund that is particularly capital that we all invest in, we all own shares in, we all get preferred returns on, we're all owners of, but that particular fund supports the development of health and wellness products. But we all eat off of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So use the model and the systems to be able to scale the economics and the venture capital support for our community. And so we're looking forward to doing our job on the TREF side to be able to do that. Another cool thing is that we are looking at different business opportunities that we may be able to support. Part of our business model, it is focused in real estate, but we do have the opportunity to invest directly in some businesses as well, a small portion of our capital. And so, not small, because it's pretty significant, but from a percentage standpoint, minority percentage standpoint, we can still invest in some businesses. So it's just about doing good business and just us owning. You know what I mean? Own or be owned, as Andre Hatchett says. Yeah. Us owning more, us removing, replacing, and rebuilding.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, we all got capital. We were saying this yesterday about Tulsa. We were saying how everyone has capital somewhere. And many of us have capital in these institutions. You got money sitting in your 401k, your IRA, your retirement account, your CDs, your savings account that's getting you 1%, 2%, 3% interest. But how does that bank feel about your community? How do they support your community? Yeah. How do they advocate for us that whatever lending institution or whatever banking institution or savings or retirement institution? Yeah. And now we have an institution of our own that has demonstrated its care and concern for our community, that's offering 8% preferred returns and 50% of our future profits, which those organizations aren't doing. Yeah. And we are benefiting our community. So remove your capital from those banking institutions, replace it into a black-owned, historical black-owned real estate crowdfunding investment opportunity institution, and then let's rebuild our community together.
That's how it works.
Like, that's what's up. That's community building, that's nation building. So you guys, again, the convention's tomorrow and Saturday, WeBuyBlackConvention.com for the products and the marketplace. Just go to WeBuyBlack.com to see what you can shop to. Like, buy something black tonight. Right. You really about it? Buy something black tonight. Go to the website, WeBuyBlack.com. You have a need somewhere in there, a household need, and go buy something black tonight. Go get it shipped to your door. Let Malik ship it to your door in 3 days or 3 weeks. And that's how we build this village, and it's not discriminatory. It's so funny people throw that discrimination card out. Oh, you want to build a black Wall Street. You want to do this black. That's discrimination. But I never heard them say it about Little Italy. I never heard them say it about Chinatown. I never heard them say it about Little Mexico or Koreatown. But soon you want to do a black anything, African anything, it then somehow became reverse racism and discriminatory. Yeah. And so we can't fall for that narrative. We can't fall for that trap. So I want to get that to our people. But any other words or thoughts that you have for just our audiences and?
Well, nah, man. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. Like I said, thank the staff. Thank everybody for inviting us on. And tomorrow's a big day.
It is. You got a lot. He like, look. I get back to work.
Yeah, man. We in the grind. We've been up all day, and tomorrow we gotta get up early.
Conventions are tough too.
Yeah. This is like I've done events, but this is like the largest one I've done, and but we got an awesome team though, man. I have no complaints. So. Yeah, man. But thank everybody. We hope to see everybody there. Yeah, and let's make it happen, man.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you,
Congratulations, man. Thanks for coming through, taking your time out to chop it up with us, guys. Again, support the movement. WeBuyBlack.com. Support the convention. WeBuyBlackConvention.com, and look out for my lecture on Saturday: how to build an 8-figure business from your iPhone. I mean, Androids too, but I'm just saying how I did it from my iPhone. But guys, come out for that. But I'm really going to go in on a business lecture to really give you 8 specific steps to how you build an 8-figure business, like the highest level that we know. Yes, Queen Jazz?
Someone on your Facebook asked, how do they get their product on We Buy Black?
Oh, okay. Well, they would go to WeBuyBlack.com and click Sell Today. They could join. They could add their products, however many products they got. They only got one, they could add that. And then as soon as they get set up, they're on the online marketplace. People could search for them, find that product. They could share with their family and friends, invite them to the website. And they may buy their product, and they may also find Treff Life sweatshirts, hats. Anybody who got a product on it, they'll realize, like, oh.
Cross-promotion for
everybody, yeah.
Oh, that's a great point, too. Yes, so for all the entrepreneurs out there, black businesses out there who want to post your products in this marketplace and be a part of this marketplace and have another channel and vehicle for your business, is services there as well?
No, we're not doing services.
Okay,
no.
just hard products?
We'll get back to it.
Okay, no problem. All right, so, you got your tangible products, put them out there. We have any other questions before King Shareef goes? Any questions from our live streams that you want to?
On the call.
Yeah, or the call. You moderating? All right, let's see if we got any callers real quick. Let me take some questions.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Queen, how are you?
I'm fine. This is Queen Vanessa, and I'm calling you from the MIA. How are you?
I'm doing great, but I think the weather's better where you're at.
Up until tomorrow, they say it's going to be a little cold here, whatever we call cold. Now, I do have a question for Shareef.
Yes, ma'am.
Shareef, if I think I came in early enough where I heard Jay say that you had some experience in selling Amazon products in the beginning while you were in college. Let me just give you a little thing of what I'm trying to do since we're talking business. I'm trying to break into the affiliate marketing network. And I think now the term is called digital network. And it's just that there is so much information on what to do and how to do it. What suggestions do you have for me? And what is the possibility that I could get you to be my mentor if you have some experience in this field?
Well, I affiliate marketing, I do not have much experience in that field. However, I would only advise anybody to go into a business that I'm not going to say that just makes you happy, but that actually benefits yourself and your community. And if you were going to do it, do you have affiliate marketing with Treflay?
Do we?
You have affiliate marketing?
With Jay
Yeah, with J Morris Academy we do, yeah, but not with Treflay.
So if you got like, if you have like, institutions in your community, like I know we tried to set it up, and I think we're gonna get back to setting it up on We Buy Black. We'll have affiliate marketing there. You know, I would just always advise, like, look at different institutions in your community that have affiliate marketing set up with their programs, and then go hard for those, because then you'll do something you love, and not only that, you'll make sure you're promoting the product and the service in your community that you know that's actually raising up the value of your community. Because you can always go out and make plenty of money doing affiliate marketing for other communities, but you sometimes you just never know what they're investing their money in. You know, the privatizations of prisons. There's so much going on. Try to keep your money at home. So that's just my advice. But like I said, I ain't got too much experience in there, but that's my advice.
Okay, so since you don't have that much experience, you said that one of the things that you did say is try to find someone in the community. But this is the thing.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't want us to know about this kind of stuff. Come on, let's be real.
If you do a lot of research for it, you could. If you do enough research on that and you learn how it's done, you could teach a class on online on how people can do affiliate marketing for products and services coming out of their community.
Absolutely.
And then there you make the money, and then you get the job done, and we all learn how to do it.
Okay, I like that advice. It's just so hard. It's so much information that it's like overly. You know, you're told that you do it this way, that way, or you hook up with this person and that company, or everybody want to teach you, and then some of these people, like you said, you experienced in college, they don't know the business, they never done it, they're just going by what they've been told, or I don't even know if it's what has been taught to them. They just have never done it.
Yeah, so one thing I want to say, Queen, and we'll go to the next caller, but before we do, I want to say this, is that when you're interviewing any kind of, anybody for that matter, staff, vendors, contractors, instructors, etc., when you're interviewing, you're vetting them to see if there's someone a good fit for you or for you to learn from, one of the best things to do is to check their references. So before you go researching everything and overwhelming yourself with all this information, interview the actual deliverers of this information and see who's most credible and who you can relate to the most, and choose that to be your mentor or your coach, or choose that training program. But look at their, in their chat boxes, in their chat rooms, on comments, on their social media pages, their former students or current students. Ask them how they felt about their results and what they've accomplished, or look at their actual resume, and always check the source. Not the direct source, but the references of the source. That's a better way to find someone that might be more suitable for you. And so we thank you for your call tonight.
I like that part.
All right.
Yeah, I like that part.
Thank you.
References of the source. Okay, thank you.
Love.
Thank you, sister.
And we'll take any, we'll take any live, you mind about that? Any live stream or call queue questions?
No more calls.
No more calls? All right. What time we got?
8:45.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so if we have no more questions, I really do again want to thank you again, King. I'm gonna do a little rap, but I want to let you go and protect your time. I appreciate you so much.
Man,
And we'll see you this weekend.
Man. Of course, man.
Yeah,
All
let's
the time.
continue to build, and we need those dot connectors and coordinators out there to keep our business professionals on the path and motivate us to continue to connect and leverage our institutions and resources to be Voltron and to really do what we all do best, but do it for the greater good and supporting our community. So definitely need dot connectors. And again, Treff Life merch, trefflife.com, WeBuyBlack.com, WeBuyBlackConvention.com. We're going to say salute to King Shareef. All right, have a great night, King.
All right, y'all take care now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Peace. All right. And so we're going to be wrapping up tonight. Again, there's no more questions in the queue. Again, we do this every Thursday. TulsaRealEstateFund.com. That brother right there is just not a genius, but he put the work behind his genius. And many of us are very, very bright, intelligent. We get great ideas. We're creatives. We're visionaries. But you have to be able to put a certain level of intentional focus and work ethic behind your vision in order to make it work. And so I want to encourage all of you. What time is it on Saturday, my lecture?
2 p.m.
All right, 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday on my personal Facebook fan page, Mr. J. Morrisson. I'll be doing this lecture on how to build an 8-figure business from your iPhone, right? So I want you guys to take the iPhone out for right now. But we're going to teach how to build an 8-figure business, however you get it done. But I want to show you it's easy enough to do from an iPhone. And the lecture is 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be on Mr. J. Morrisson Facebook fan page, live from the We Buy Black convention. Get this business lecture, but continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to evolve. Daily, I meet with mentees, proteges, coaching clients, and I see the level of what we never been taught. And it's no fault of our own. But now that we have kind of cracked the ice open, so to speak, and understand that real estate education, credit education, business education, entrepreneurship was not taught to most of us at home. It was not taught to us in schools. We cannot just go without learning this and being intentional. That's how the world works. That's how, when I look at everything from the tissue box maker to the tissues, to the globes, to the pens, to the hand sanitizer, to the sticky pads. These are companies. These companies are owned by people. These people have last names. These last names are part of legacy and people's family inheritance and wealth. And I just want more of us to be a part of that kind of experience. And yes, we were held back for, a few hundred, almost several hundred years of being a part. That's why the toothbrushes, the diapers, the beef jerky, the batteries, the cell phones, and all that is so important. That's why I love the We Buy Black movement, because it's showcasing and highlighting entrepreneurs doing different kinds of businesses in our community, where we always think we're only limited to certain endeavors and certain initiatives. And so I wanted to encourage you all, think outside the box, stop limiting yourself to just graduating high school, going to college, and getting a job, and retiring and calling that life. That's not real life. So just doing that, or doing that without any enticement or any even venture or even thought of entrepreneurship. There's nothing wrong with jobs. There's nothing wrong with employment, gainful employment. That's great. But doing it caught in a system, in a corporate trap that just brainwashes you from K through 12 to be a part of this trap, and you never made a cognizant or independent decision to whether you want to go into business for yourself or go into the workforce. You never even weighed the options. Because one, you already told yourself you couldn't do, and it wasn't for you. You couldn't have a microphone company. You couldn't have a lighting company. You couldn't make an app. You couldn't have a tripod company or speaker company. You told yourself that wasn't for you, when all of it's for you. You couldn't have a fund or have a school, but all of it's for us. But we gotta get training, and we gotta get mentorship, and we gotta get coaching, and we gotta read books, and we gotta do Google searches and be on videos and communities, and we have to learn what they refuse to teach us. And so I'm going to be giving many of those tips as much as I can in my hour-plus session on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, at the We Buy Black Convention. Go to my Facebook fan page, Mr. J. Morrisson. Like the page now and put on your notifications. You don't want to miss this lecture. Queen Jazz, we want to make another announcement now or no? It's on you. You the social media whiz. What you want to do? Do you want to make the other announcement now or no? Or do you want to wait? What do you want to do, King Avery? She's perplexed.
I think you should wait.
All right, we're going to wait. We
Push the
got
button.
Push the button!
Push the button.
All right, we got enough. Listen, I listen to the team. I defer to the experts. I have a major announcement to make that's really going to light up your holiday season, but they said you got to wait. So be on the lookout for some posts and some announcements coming out on all our platforms. We'll probably be ready to announce it by next Thursday. We're not going to be here. Thanksgiving. What are we going to do?
We're going to do it by just next week, early next week.
Okay, by early next week, I think we might even pre-record next week's Toast Talk Thursday. So while you're sitting on a couch, stuffed and bloated and burping up turkey, you can look on your phone and watch a pre-recorded special Thanksgiving Toast Talk that I'll work on before I leave to go to sunny LA for Thanksgiving to hang with my in-laws. Great. So, anyway, Tref Life for Life, for all you guys who want to partner with us as an investment partner, social impact partner, or as a development partner because you have a deal to submit, go to TulsaRealEstateFund.com. Make sure you follow the Instagram page. We're close to 100,000 followers. It's going to be dope. So tell a friend to like the page. And just join the movement. Consume yourself with positivity and greatness. I'm living proof that there's no limits. Just bet on yourself. Be intentional. Be focused. And go make great things happen. We've done that together, all 12,000 plus of us. You guys are going to be excited to see this development of this new building that we got and all the buildings and assets to come. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep making history. The first ever Black-owned real estate crowdfunding in the history of the country. That's Tref Life. That be us. And we're going to continue to make history, continue to make marks, continue to make strides, and continue to prove that we can do what has never been done or hasn't been done in 100 years in our community and do it as effectively as possible. May God be with us. Peace out. Woo, woo.